Hello, officer.
Good afternoon, sir. Can I help you?
I'm here to visit Michael Coltrane.
And you are?
A friend of his.
Mr. Coltrane is not allowed visitors. There's been a court order.
I really need to see him. It's urgent.
No exceptions, sir. The only people allowed to see him are his doctors and those with explicit permission from the court. I cannot let you in.
I see. Hey, Judy.
Hello, Richie.
I need you to help me forge something.
Again? You're really enjoying this newfound life of crime, aren't you?
I prefer to think of myself as a detective.
And where do the clues lead today, Sherlock?
Prison hospital. I want to talk to Michael Coltrane.
Michael Coltrane. Michael Coltrane. Crazy Mike?
That's the one. You know him?
Of course, he was a modern-day Jack the Ripper. At least that's what the papers called him in the 80s. You want to talk to this guy? You're insane.
Thanks for the encouragement.
Just saying, he went on a killing spree through the city. What does he have to do with your case?
Detective Proctor told me he was the killer in the last of the political assassinations. He might be able to tell me something. Problem is, he went insane just before they caught him.
Huh, wow. Look at you, knowing all the top secret information before me. I'm a little jealous.
I'm starting to get the hang of this. You think you can forge some paperwork to get me in?
Sure, give me a second. This should get you access to most of the prison wing. It's a clearance pass for a visiting psychiatrist. The guard won't look twice at it. Just don't forget, your name is Dr. Frank Villarmo.
You're my hero, Judy. What would I do without you? You know, not many people would help someone like me. Not after I left everyone I love. After I left you.
Richard, I don't know if I can ever forgive you. I hoped that you would come back one day, but when you disappeared, that hurt. That hurt for a long time. Seeing you again is a little like picking at the scars, you know?
If you want me to leave,
No, stay. I need to know why you left. I need to hear you say it.
I told you, I had my reasons.
Richard, I don't care what you say, just don't avoid the question anymore. Why did you leave?
It happened gradually. I felt myself pulling away from everyone, getting further and further. And then I reached a point when I couldn't speak to anyone.
Why not?
I was depressed. I would lie awake all night, unable to sleep. And when the morning came, I couldn't get out of bed.
That's why you wouldn't sleep here?
I didn't want to put that on you.
You could have told me. I could have helped. We all could have. Patricia, Miranda, everyone.
I know. I chose to be alone. But then being alone became too much. I couldn't escape the feeling. I started
What? Tell me.
sleeping with my models. I thought it would cure my depression, and it would work for a little while. I would forget how I felt. I'd forget everything. I would convince myself I was happy again. But before the night was over, everything would come crashing down on me again.
Richard,
Don't think you weren't good enough. I cared about you, I did. But once I started with that, I couldn't look you in the eye. I was so ashamed. Then I ran away, so that I wouldn't have to see you. You, or anyone else. I don't want forgiveness. I don't deserve that. And after I finish investigating my father's murder, I'll leave. I won't bother you again.
I had no idea. I'm glad you told me. Thank you. Thank you for being honest.
It's the least I can do. I'll talk to you soon. I should go.
Sure.
Hello, sir. I am Dr. Frank Villiarmo. I would like to examine Michael Coltrane.
Good afternoon, Doctor. Let me see. All right, you're good to go. Are you new? Haven't seen you here before.
Yes, I've just arrived from the University of Alabama to study Mr. Coltrane. He is a fascinating subject, I must say.
You could say that. Just be careful. The glass is bulletproof, so you're safe, but he does try to intimidate new people.
Don't worry, I'm used to that.
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
Of course.
This guy is mentally ill. I mean, seriously deranged. I don't understand why you're all so fascinated by him.
The most disturbing cases are always the most interesting.
I'll say this. He has gotten better over time. Been here 30 years. And when he's medicated, he can at least speak coherently.
The treatments are working then.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, good luck.
Thank you.
I better not touch that. Hello? My name is Richard. I know you don't believe me, but I need your help.
No, not another shrink. I had enough of you people. I'm not crazy. I know what I saw.
I'm not a doctor, Michael. I just want to hear your story. I want to know what you saw back in the 80s.
I already told my story 1,000 times. They got it on tape and everything. Ask one of your shrink friends to play it for you.
I told you, Michael, I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, right. Ain't nobody come through here but doctors and guards. Beat it, Doc.
You're right. I'm not supposed to be here. I forged documents and snuck in just to see you. My father was killed.
I don't know you. I don't know your father. Not my problem.
He was killed by the same people who hired you all those years ago.
And what do you want from me? I can't help you.
You're the only witness still alive.
You think I know something?
I know something happened to you. You're not the same man you once were. The people who killed my father, they changed you.
Well, that may be true, but it doesn't matter. Nobody believes me.
I do.
Hold up, if you ain't a cop, and you ain't a doctor, how did you find out about me?
Detective Proctor told me about you.
Proctor, yeah, that guy, he's still alive.
More or less. Listen, Michael. I risked a lot just coming here. You're the only one who can help me. Please, I beg you. Tell me everything you know about these people. I don't think you're crazy. I trust you. So please, trust me.
All right then.
Tell me exactly what happened.
I remember like it was yesterday. By that time, I already had 3 kills in the books, and a nice pile of money in the bank. So I said to myself, that's it. I'm done. Then this guy, all dressed in black, shows up one day, says he'll pay me 800 grand to kill some guy. He puts 100 grand in cash right there in front of my hand and says, this is just for listening to me. You'll get the rest when the job's done. So I agreed. I'd do one more job.
Who did you have to kill?
The target was some guy I'd never heard of, but apparently he was famous. Some kind of president of the Peace of America organization. Tyler Green, if I remember right. To this day, I don't know why this hippie was so important.
Tyler Green was the man who inspired my father's entire political philosophy.
The pieces start to fall together. So I did the job. The guy in black said to meet him in this shack way out on the outskirts of the city. He asked for pictures, for proof. Oh God, no, not again.
What's wrong?
I'll see it again. No, get out of my head.
Michael, look at me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes I have these seizures, as the shrinks call them.
Are you okay to keep talking?
Sure, where was I? Oh yeah, the guy in black says how satisfied they are with my work. Says they got my money right there. But first, he wants to sit and talk. He says they want me to work for them full time, but doesn't say who they are. By this point, I don't really care. Mafia, CIA, the Russians, whatever. I just wanted to get my money and get out of there. And then it happened. The room was quiet. Kinda like this room right now. But then it got too quiet. No sound at all. He started talking again, but his mouth was closed.
What do you mean?
God help me, I never experienced anything like it. He told me they needed me. They wanted me to be one of them.
Who were they?
I don't know, he just kept sending his thoughts to my head, and I heard every word just as I can hear you now. But that wasn't the worst of it. Someone else was talking. At first I thought they were in the room too, but there was nobody there. He spoke to me. He tried to convince me. He showed me pictures in my head. He showed me their incredible wealth, the power they had. He showed me how they control the world. I saw it all with my head, as if I'd experienced it myself. Like a memory, these people are not from this world. They're monsters, aliens from another planet. I started screaming. I left the money on the table and ran. And the whole time I was running, I could hear the voices in my head. The voices started speaking some nonsense language, whispering like they were right next to me. I went back to my apartment and lay on the floor for what must have been days.
Do you still hear them, Michael?
I heard them for a week or two after that. Then all of a sudden they stopped. But sometimes...
What?
Sometimes I see things.
What things?
Things not of this world. We are slaves, Richard. I don't want to live like this anymore. I don't want to see these things. I envy those I killed. Living in this hell is my true punishment.
Don't worry, Michael. Everything will be all right.
You don't know how often I hear that phrase. It's never gonna be all right. Never. Not as long as they exist.
He may be hiding something important. I should check out Coltrane's apartment in case there's any evidence left behind. That is, if the apartment still exists. You've been locked away a long time, so you probably don't know. But you're kind of famous. You were one of the best at your job. Some might even say you were a legend.
Me? A legend, really?
Look, I don't condone what you did, but I am impressed you managed to get so close to so many important people. Politicians, world leaders. It's not easy.
I was good, wasn't I? But I hated every second of it.
So why did you do it?
The money, why else? 800,000 to kill one guy? People on the street kill for a few dollars. I thought of myself as a higher class of killer, but a legend. I never thought I'd be a legend.
That's it for now.
Hey, just me.
Make it fast, Richie. I'm a little busy at the moment. How did it go? Were you able to talk to him?
A little.
Was he totally out of his mind?
He was calm for the most part. Must be heavily medicated. But he told me some interesting stuff. He claims he was working for this secret society. I want to look through his old apartment. There might be some clues left behind.
I'm sure the police cleaned the place out. Who knows if it's even there anymore?
I still want to check it out. Can you find the address?
Can Pavarotti sing? Count to 10 and I'll have it. Okay, let's see. Got it. Michael Coltrane, last known address 952 Lincoln Avenue. Now let's see if it's still standing. You're in luck. Nobody's touched the place since 1978. And no new tenants since Crazy Mike. I guess nobody wants to sleep in Jack the Ripper's old bedroom. All the same, be careful. That's a rough neighborhood. The place is probably crawling with junkies.
Thanks, I will.
And hey,
Yeah?
I've been thinking about everything you told me before. I want you to know I'm not mad at you. It took a lot of guts to tell me all that, and it wasn't easy to hear. But I forgive you.
Thanks. That means a lot to me.
I don't want you to disappear again after this. I don't have a lot of friends, and I could use one to talk to now and again.
I'd like that.
Anyway, here I go getting sentimental when you have a case to solve. Have fun at your crack house.
Yeah, I'll try. Talk to you soon.
I'll be here.
Whoa, this place is a mess. It seems hollow. There's something in here. Look at that. A map. A map I found in Coltrane's apartment. It looks like it leads into the woods. It shows the coordinates of the hut where Coltrane held secret meetings with those people, whoever they are. At least I hope that's where it leads. This map is crumpled and dusty. It must have been laying around Coltrane's apartment for a while. An artistic soul in human flesh. That's me, all right.